well, not just got up, but I'm just still upstairs because I do like to pull a few cards and things in my bedroom before I get up and put a few things out. But I just came on, go on a minute, you know, not ready because that's okay. But I've just been noticing, I've been observing over the past week or so energies within and around people, also around myself, and I've been observing that face-to-face contact, not just people on the internet talking about stuff. And yeah, I just see a lot of people still cycling in the same old circle, when most of us that know, you know, about certain things going on and a lot to do with energy, because everything is that you'd be trying to really let go of your cycles and not wanting to be circulating in the same one, because it doesn't move you forward. It just keeps you going in the same old pattern, repeating it all the time, regurgitating, staying stuck and not flowing. So I have just released a community comment for somebody. That person knows who they are, but I've only just put that. I haven't put that out live on here with no names. Hi Lois, because I'm not focused on them like they're focused on me, and I don't really want to give that person attention that they're looking for. Hang on 1 minute.
Water now.
Yes. Can you get your thing, please?
I'm playing now. No.
Sorry, and I've had to come up here as well because obviously Finn will interrupt. So while I'm having my morning brew, Bright Spark, are you being a spark, or are you having a, you know, I don't even know what the word is, are you having a, what would the right word be? Is your fuses, are your fuses exploding? You know, you're not lighting up, you're not igniting your light, you're just like getting triggered by people. So, like I just said, there is a comment that's gone up on the community page. It's not for anybody off my channel. It's just somebody who keeps perpetuating in their cycle. That's just to clear that up, just in case, you know, anyone assumes it's off anyone off this channel. It's not. It's just somebody that has constantly been putting stuff out that I've observed. Don't mention anything because it's not in my mindset or my realm. But this is what I say about having contact, face-to-face contact with people. I can see what's going on with energies around people because it's happening in my life face-to-face, and it also happens when you go on the internet. You can see sort of people talking about different things and what sort of energy they're holding in. So just wanted to put that out because this is nothing about particularly that person. It's about the energies that are going about. And I think because if you know about syncing, when you're feeling that and you're seeing people, or people will come into you face to face and saying certain things, or they're holding in a certain energy, and then say you go looking on YouTube and you're watching a video, you will sync up with certain things. Like I'm going to come on and tell you later, certain, you know, people that I resonate with, that I like to watch, you know, you put them on and at a certain time you're like, oh right, yeah, they've been observing the same thing, because it is the same thing that's going on in the collective. It's a lot to do with collective energies right now. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of people will sit there and say they know about energies, and they're putting out the energy that they talk about, that, you know, we all should be in, yet they're in it. And it's like, funny that. but it's not funny. And I just think entities attached, entity attachment, it's real. I've seen it. I saw it a few years ago on a person's still picture, and it was like, oh my God, like demonified, if you want to say. So everybody is talking about this. If you're on the right channels and you're syncing up with what I'm saying, you resonate with what I'm saying, you'll totally get what I'm saying. So at some point today, I'm not sure yet if it'll be this afternoon or tonight, but probably it will be later on because little legs is here and I have got stuff to do anyway. And obviously disruptions come with kids and animals. I may do it tonight and let Nana out of the cage and see what she does, because she now likes to sit on my head. So, and it's going to be about, and it's funny because if I put a title out, this person likes to go and make something up and put a title out, adding numbers up that think it makes them look better with something they might have said years ago, which is like, whatever. But yeah, it's odd because a lot of these people probably wouldn't say it to your face. They wouldn't say it to my face. And this is why this person I asked out last year, and it's on the community page, people can go and read it, and I know a lot of you knew about it, and they just ignored it. And I know why it was ignored, because there's no truth in it at the end of the day. It's a bit like CNN or mainstream media, and they will be watching now, I know they will be, CNN, because mainstream media, they've got no facts, they just put lies out. They add 2 and 2 together and come up with 10. It's victim state mentality, which is what I'm going to be talking about with energy. I'm going to be talking about that today. It's very important. And I know the people who resonate with me. I'm not interested about other people on other people's channels that just act like a victim and put bad energy out. That's up to them if they want to do that. That's the sort of person they'll bring into their channel. You channel what you are, and people who are in that energy will go to your channel that resonate with you. That's how I see it, because that is a channel, this is a channel, but we are channeling as well, our energies. You are what, you attract what you are. So, yeah, I do stay in my high vibes, always, if you go down, you pick yourself up again, but it's needed. It's something we're saying today. No, don't say anything you don't need to, because I'm just doing my own thing, but it's like, no, actually, it is in the collective. People do need to talk about, and the reason why it needs to be talked about, not that person's energy or that person or that channel. It's just, this is what's going on because of the big, like, oh my God, with the whole Mr. T going on and Mr. B. People are flopping. I get texts and things about, oh my God, I'm feeling, and it's all this energy, and it's like, you really need to have to be strong right now because we are in a war. Hi, sweetie. Does that say sweetie? Because we are in a war. We're in a spiritual war. It's been a silent war. It's a war on your minds. We've never been out of the physical war. That's always been going on. But people don't understand that either. But the biggest one is a spiritual war, and it's a war of your minds. It's of your realm of consciousness. There's a lot of people who are still not getting that. And there are real entities, demons, whatever you want to call them, energies that stick to you if you're in a lower frequency. So I do think it's very important to talk about, and it's what I've been observing. And when you're observing something and it keeps coming up, and especially with me, if something keeps popping up, like this person keeps popping up with her energy, but it's all over as well, I'm going to talk about it. Not that person, that energy. It's that energy attaching to people, and I don't think people realise how it works and what it is. But I've been, experiencing that, because everything's about experience. I experienced that in myself quite a few years ago when you don't know what it is, and then when you realise, you're like, Jesus, you got to keep your vibrations up, because these little bastards, these little entities like to get into you when your frequency's right down, and hence that is why the news put the shit out of the shit they put out to keep everyone in the lower frequencies. No, and I know Mr. B isn't in the Oval Office because, one, he didn't swear on the Bible, he took it off. It was in before 12, which isn't right. The biggest thing out there is he didn't even come in on Air Force One. But Trump went out on it, and they've tried to report, oh, he went out on it, because he's got a big head. No, he went out on it because he's still president, and Mr. B isn't. And for anyone out there, the naysayers, I'm just going to throw this out because I think it's ace. For all the people, for cognitive dissonance, because this person doesn't even know what that is, and this isn't for this person, but cognitive dissonance is like when you can't even, to me, it's you can't even think for yourself or put one and one together and come up with two, coming up with something else. But if you want to read about that, just go over to my community page and put the response I put to that, because it is absolutely ridiculous. So, questions to ask someone who thinks Mr. B is the president. Why was Mr. B denied a military plane to bring into DC? He was denied a military plane. Oh, that's probably because he isn't president, because you have to be on Air Force One. Trump had left on Air Force One because we always got told he'd be on Air Force One when the shit went down and it got handed over to the military. But people still can't think. Yeah, the light has one. Seriously, getting amazing. It is, but the chat I'll be talking on tonight is still keep it up, because there's still shitty frequencies out there that want to dim people's light. Why was the typical song for the arrival of POTUS not played for Mr. B during his inauguration? Why wasn't Mr. B rendered a 21 gun salute as customary for incoming president, Didn't get any of that, did he? Why was Mr. B's organisation, I can never say it properly, streamed as live in Spain 10 hours before the scheduled time? Why did Biden remove his hand from the fake Bible before his oath was finished? Why did Mr. B get sworn in after Camilla Harris, which is not constitutional? Why did military turn their back to Biden when he drove by them rather than face and salute, which is an absolute requirement for service members? Ooh. Why doesn't Mr. B seem to have the military launch codes near him? Like the ones pictured near Mr. T in Florida. Why is the Pentagon blocking access for members of Mr. B's administration? And why, when he was on the steps which was filmed, did the doors not open for him? They tried to report it, it's because all the butlers weren't there. It's like, really? Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And there was loads of other things. So I'm just saying, if people can't put that together, I don't know. And the little video I put up of the young lad who was talking about DC, if you still can't understand that, then like I said, your heads are in the ground. Cognitive dissonance is rife. And that's a fact at the end of the day. But before I get ready for the day, because I'm still sat on my bed, like I said, I'm going to be coming in talking about cycles. This isn't aimed at people. This is aimed at the energies that are attaching to you. So, those who've been trying to ridicule me and constantly perpetuating and cycling you hate for me on your channel, in your community pages and anything that you're trying to put up, it's not going to work. I shine my light the way I know how to do it. And I won't be going anywhere soon, like I said on my community page. I'll be staying here for the people who, resonate with my channel and the light that I bring, because I know I bring it and you all bring it in chat. It's a two-way thing. I put stuff out, you're great in chat. You help people in chat, you raise my vibration. It's a service to each other of raising people's vibrations. When you have a channel that is just slandering people and bringing people down along with your own energy with it, to me, that's not light working. Light working isn't about hate, jealousy, fear, so on and so forth. That's lower spiraling energies. Remember the little chart we did? And that's how you know when you look at people. Look at your chart, see where they're coming from, and you know what entities they've got attached to them. So that isn't having a go at them people. It's just saying, are you aware of what you're having attaching to yourself? So this will be repeated later on in an in-depth chat of my experiences, and that's not just about on hearing people infighting with themselves. Face-to-face contact in my life, and I can see it going on because it's what the collective are talking about. That's how you tune into certain stuff, the great Paul Boys was talking about the other day, the video I put on with Amelia. They're great, they know about energies, and it's like people out there don't think that people don't know, or they can't come into their own. You're all coming into your own. So when I come on my show, this platform, bringing in my little tongue drum that you all like, my little heart chakra bowl that my fella got me for Christmas because I wanted one. And funny enough, I ordered one and it never turned up, but I got one because my boyfriend, and it's snowing outside again. Oh my God, it's snowing, it's supposed to. I just think because that's a big cleanse, frozen water cleansing. Waters from above, cleansing, getting rid of certain viruses maybe and stuff like that. I'm just saying. And it's a virus on your mind, people, and we know this. So when I come on my platform, I'll bring all the things I want to bring in because it's about expanding and experiencing new experiences. So I've always had my tarot cards anyway for years, so this person's wrong again. But, because I'm bringing them out more, which I've got one to do in a minute, it's like, oh, this person's bad because they do this, they don't know anything. It's like, learn about channeling, learn about how source comes through you, how the divine comes through you. And anything else I want to bring, whether it's something I've done years ago and got back on, or decided to bring in, or I've never shown you, or something I totally just want to do because someone else has inspired me and I thought, actually, I'd like to have a go at that. Because this time going within yourself and being in lockdown is to find yourself things that take your mind off negative energies and bringing in new experiences. Why would you not want to do that? So the funny thing that happened the other day, because I'll probably put this out now and this person will be like, oh my God, I've got one of them. That was my experience. Oh my God. Oh my God. So we'll just see. But anyway, the other day when I was out, I had a couple of drinks because I'm not a big drinker, but I thought, you know what? With everything going on, I'm just going to chill out. Not that I need anything to chill out because I don't. But because I don't drink, really, and it infuriates some people. It really infuriates my mum and other people around me. Like, why do you know I'm saying? So I had a few, but when I have a few, it doesn't take long for me to get drunk because I don't. So I ended up a bit piddly, and I had a bit of a dance and all that, and then I ordered something and forgot about it. And when I woke up in the morning, I was like, oh, I didn't order. And then I thought, because you may have seen a picture with me with one, but it's not mine, it's my fella's. And I was like, I didn't order something last night, did I? And it's nearly my birthday anyway, so that's fine. My birthday's next month, so I thought, well, whatever. And now I'm going to have to... Are you ready? Can you guess what it is? I actually thought I was dreaming, and I woke up and thought, oh my God. But that's fine. If I can find a picture of it, I'm looking for it now. Why won't it come up with that one? Don't think this is the exact same picture. Right, hang on. Right. Can any of you guess? Yes, but I can get angry or sad morning, Dolly. I don't only do light work like you. Maybe I should make my own channel when I once bothered to be more. Channel when I once bothered to be more. I don't get what you're saying. Yes, but I can get angry or sad morning, Dolly. I don't only do light work like you. Maybe I should make my own channel when I once bothered to be more. What does that mean, Danny? Because we don't come on here to be famous, do we? People in negative energies will say that about people, but we don't come on here to become famous, because I'm not famous. I don't come on here to be famous. I just come here to put my path out to help people. Or is that what you mean? I don't know what you're trying to say. So, I mean, there are people who do that, but they're normally the false light from right up above with these massive, massive, massive channels. Some people even pay for their own subs, don't they? I'm trying to find a picture, right, of... Why have they all come out like that? Come here to spread light and love. Exactly, Katie. what you're saying, yes, Jean. Having similar experience should bring us closer together, sharing our gifts and stories. Exactly, Lois, and that's why I come in here, because we're all sharing our gifts and experience of what's going on with energies and all that sort of stuff, and other people get triggered by it. When Mr. B is signing the CEO office, look who walks past the window, Mr. Oh, I've seen that one. Do you mean the daft one? It's funny, right? I'm trying to find. Why is it not right? Well, that isn't. No, it's not one of them. Right, maybe it's not. Why is it so hard to find the one that I've... Right. Well, anyway, I don't need to show the exact one, but I have ordered myself... And it was a beginner's, and it's not this one, because it's white, because I just thought, oh yes, white would be nice. Are you ready? Let's see if you can guess what you think I've ordered. I come here because I love the energy and I love the company. My mum comes here too for the same reasons. Thank you, Katie. And I know that's why people come here. And the reason why I know is not out of ego or being big-headed. It's because I know what my intentions are. Simple. Good morning, Ordinary Bear. Yeah, moderators rock. They do. I've got great moderators, but I've also got great people in my chat. And that's a lot what people don't like. You know, on other platforms, people get jealous. You know, they don't go live to put their thoughts out there. They don't go live to have people in the chat, you know, where anyone can come in, you know. I don't go around slandering other people at every chance I get, you know what I mean? It's not, why would you be doing that? If you know about energy, that sort of energy is not coming from love and compassion at all. At all. So can anyone guess? There was a picture that went up, that's something I was doing the other night, and I was like, oh my God, I've just ordered, like, was that a dream? And I woke up laughing and thought, oh well, there's another string to my bow that people can get triggered about. Like, oh, Dolly's being fake. Dolly is a fake light. Look, cause she's trying to be like other people. It's like, no, I'm just coming into my divine self and the person that I always saw myself back in the past, even though it's the now, of the person I wanted to be working on, and that is what's happening. So when you see a change, people don't like it. I'm not a different person. It's just I'm showing different experiences and different, I don't know, attributes to my bow with my creativity. And if I get inspired by other people, and it's not that person, by the way, other people I love to watch who are in great energy and may bring like musical instruments into the thing or whatever it is, if I get inspired by that and love it, and it takes my fancy to think, yeah, I'd love to learn something like that or a new course or whatever it is, of course I'm going to do it. Why am I going to stop myself from flowing and getting into new energies? Why the hell would I want to stay as... That's like saying you might as well stay as you were when you were a baby. You just never evolve. What? Oh, I might as well still have the mindset of when I was 13 at school. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, what? Each cycle, if you're not learning anything, you're not really expanding yourself each cycle every year, every season. If you're not learning something, what are you doing? Or you're stopping yourself because of your ego, whatever it is, to not want to learn something because you're scared, you're in fear of looking stupid to other people or silly, or people think you... When you're rising above people, and that's not a level thing, as in moving out more in your light and more happy, and you're flying on your journey, people around you who are not doing it can't stand it because they don't know how to bring their light. And it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Am I supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing? Blah, 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 blah. No, just do your own thing. Yes, you get inspired by people. You know what I'm saying? So you are not fake light to me anyway. Thank you, Danny. I am to some people, but you see, people, it's a bit like you, people who shout the loudest about people like that, who constantly perpetuate like the news, it's a mirror. And they'll go on about it, but they can't see it. But I've told this person in my community page today, if I sent 1 million people over to that channel and they watched that channel on my channel, see, I'm not saying the name, this person likes to put my name out quite a lot. I bet you any money, I've got confidence, people would be like, what? There's no comparison. And the people who know what I'm talking about will know. That's why I call it Comedy Central, and I just think it's like one big joke because, you know, be your own little bright spark. And the only reason I brought it up again is because this person is putting it out all the time. This person says that they've moved into a new cycle. No, they haven't. And they're still, you know, it's still that same cycle. So, you know, not going to get the attention that person wants is a big attention, but I have to put it out there because it's the energy that is going about right now. Like I said, I will be talking about it later on because I want people to understand how it comes in. And someone sent me a message yesterday about feeling a bit depleted and this, that and the other, and I was telling them what to do. You know, I talk to a lot of people behind the scenes off my channel when they get in contact with me on different platforms about, you know, what they can do, and I've been giving a guidance out, you know, that's whether they take it on or not, and the responses I've been getting back personally have been beautiful. I have been helping people, and some people that come in chat as well who I talk to are like, and now I've been helping people at work, you know, because I've been doing this and I've been talking like this and I've been more calmer and I'm trying to put my light out, and it's helping people because the times we're in at the minute, some people are confused, they're down, they're depressed, some people are taking their lives, all that energy is going on, so it's important. So people who are putting shitty energy out, thank you, Katie, that is negative, because all that is negative, that stuff that I'm sort of talking about, but I'm not putting that out because that's not what I put out on my channel. I'm just speaking about it now, so I don't need anyone coming in saying don't talk about it because it puts it on them, it's the energy on them, I don't absorb it, but I know when it comes up in me I have to talk about it because I know there's people feeling like that, because I've seen people feeling like that, because I mean from that side, as the news and that's why they do what they do, to make people feel lost, down, depressed, and some people will take their lives because it's a war on your minds, people. So for the people who try to come at me like that one energy, which is a lot of energy that do it all over, keep doing what you're doing, you attract what you are. So, you know, that's why my chat's a beautiful chat, because I attract what I am. You get the few naysayers now and again, that's fine, because also when you shine your light, this will be repeated out after, when you shine your light, you will attract light, but with the light you also attract the moths. But the moths get too close, they get burnt into dust. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it, people. But I'm just coming from an experience that someone tries to do stuff, but I'm not a victim. This is why I don't talk about it. I'm just saying it now. But you know, if you're a victim, you will keep repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating and saying how people are doing this and how people are doing that to you. No one's doing anything to you. You choose to take responsibility for your actions and what comes out of your mouth. If you can't take, you know, instead of blaming other people, it's all choice. So I won't be bringing that up again. It's there on a community post. That person knows who they are. If they choose to carry on with the energy they want to carry on with, that is up to them. That's the choice and the door that they've chosen to go through. But I will be talking about that sort of energy because that energy is going about. It's very rife at the minute because of the lies and that are going on in the 3D world, and people not understanding and understanding, because we have the understanding in that realm and the understanding in yourself. If you don't go within now to be doing the work, because it's like I put the quote the other day, this is not a destination, it's a way of life. You will always be working around certain energies. There will always be people that don't like you, especially when you're shining your light. That goes on in life. You only have to look back at your life as a kid. There will always be people who resonate to you and want to be your friend, and there will always be people who don't like you. That's a way of life, because it depends which energy you're in. But you don't hang around with them people, do you? No, you don't. So it's pretty easy. So this is why I'm going to talk about this, because it's not like I've not spoke about it before, and I'm only talking about that energy that is around people at the minute. They are going to be arrested for interfering with and all that's going to happen as well out there in the 3D world, you know. But you've got to remember there's a spiritual war going on, and there are entities, demons, whatever you want to call them, that do come in certain ways when you're lowering your vibration, and that's why they want you lowered. And there's people out there that don't even know that they've got entity attachments, and you can clearly see it. And I am going to play something of a great chat that came yesterday that I think about, but I'm going to play it while we speak through it. or why I speak through it, just to reprogram it into your brain again, because we are allowed to repeat things. There's a lot of chats that the same people are doing. This is why we all talk about it, because it goes into your subconscious because of the program we've had in the past anyway. But you can clearly see it if you know how to read it. No, he doesn't watch her. He doesn't, because that state is not a state of America. But I don't need to talk about all that stuff, because all that stuff with what's going on over there, you know, it's more than that. But we all know, you know, there's a divine thing going on with that as well, so it's fine. Yeah, I don't need to watch the post about the Constitution. I know all about the Constitution. I put the video up of the little boy. I know what's going on over there, and I know it's a foreign state. It's not a state of America, you know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean because I'm not American I don't know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on over there, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about energies. Oh yeah, I know she's remote viewed a lot of stuff. A lot of people have, but it's like I said, when you know about people's energies, you don't need to remote view a lot of it. You can see it going on for the people who don't remote view. But yeah, I know that. But yeah, High Realm Holistics is brilliant. Yeah, I get on with High Realms Holistic. Lady V, I think she commented on something the other day I put on of the little boy. But yeah, we're sisters across the pond. Lady V. Lady V, we love the Lady V. High Realm Holistics. Yeah, JC. Yeah, she's good. Everybody's good. You know, everyone has their own gifts. You know, their own stuff. But I don't put my faith in, you know, every individual. I put it in myself, but you can see what's going on. But yeah, it's brilliant. Everyone has the gifts and everyone has different ways of doing it. And that's another thing that gets my nose with people. People think that there's only one way to do something. You know, that they don't think there's a uniqueness going on, or that everyone has a gift. You have a gift. You've all got the gifts. There's no one any different. It's just if you're choosing to tune into it or not. Your ego will keep you down and not want you to get into it. And also, if you're in lower states of, you know, energy, you're not going to tune into a higher state of energy or consciousness, because it doesn't work like that. Oh yeah, absolutely. When some of this is done and it's a bit more open for people to see, because we're still going to be having bumps and lumps. It's a war that we're in, so that's what people have got to realise. I'd absolutely love, because I don't know how to do all that still yet. I'm always busy, but I'd love to get on a show with Higher Realm Holistics. It's just, like I said, it's those people I've resonated with a few years, you know, and it's just brilliant. I've never had this before, but I had kidney stones yesterday, so painful. Anyone inclined, I welcome. Yes, if you'd all like to, Sandy's just asked in chat, if you'd all like to send some healing energy to Sandy in chat, if you can read a message there. If you just put an intention out for Sandy. Hang on a minute. Put this little light on, salt light on. If you all send a bit of light out to Sandy, please put a heart in the chat for Sandy. Come and do some light work by putting a heart in the chat for Sandy. I'm just gonna, hang on. For the highest good of Sandy in chat. Thank you, thank you. You must also, Dolly, take care of yourself, develop, but please stay in your beautiful, my young. Well, Danny, that's the thing though. I do stay in my light because I know not to absorb other people's energy. I talk about it openly because once I see something going on, I know it's in the collective, I have to put it out, because one of my actual God's work, let's say, because it is God's work, is to help others. So sometimes people comment like, oh, don't, and the 17 in chat and 11 thumbs up. Some people say, oh, don't mention it, you know, don't speak it out loud, because, Yeah, but I'm not absorbing it and I don't constantly think about it, but I have to, sometimes it comes up in me because I know it's going on in the collective. So the only way I can help is to talk about experiences. So I have to, it's an experience that I've had and I've had in the past, and I know people are having, and it is rife at the minute, you know what I mean? I don't have, my days are not like, I think differently. So if something knocks me off, you can feel it and have a look at it, and then I think, right, well, I'm going to go and do something that puts me in my joy, puts me in my light, which is, like I've been showing you pictures of my paintings that were changing all the time. So please don't think in chat that it's that, because it isn't. It's just, it has to be talked about, because if you don't talk about stuff, people are not getting the guidance or the help, or, you know, this is why I talk about what I talk about on my channel openly, as long as I want to, because I'm a chatterbox and I like to put it out so people know that if they're going through an experience, they can see they're not the only ones going through it, and that's why I do what I do. Veronica definitely hits it hard. She's brilliant. Great to see your channel stay consistent. Hers too. So many people don't know how much you both have done. Linking is all. Thank you, and I'm glad you put that in chat. Sweet CC. Oh, it's Sweet CC. Hi, Sweet CC. I thought it said something else before. Yeah, I've stayed consistent, and I won't move from it because it's my truth. You know, if you see, people who aren't being consistent, then it's a bit like, you know, people think I'm not being consistent because I'm bringing new things in, like bits and bobs of singing bowls and stuff like that. No, it's just to bring in joy to people. That's what it is. Yep, you are a gatherer. A lighthouse. Yeah, and you're allowed to gather bits for your. I think I put a post up the other day saying you're allowed to gather new tools and use things as tools. You don't have to use anything, but I like visual things and I like to bring things in. So yes, I'm a gatherer and I gather my little bits and bring them in. Always know where I can find you. It's good to have conscious home base. Thank you. I don't know if you've noticed the name change. This is a safe and beautiful place to express love and compassion. Yes, it is. Thank you, Katie. And if people can't see that, that's up to them. They want to stay in other places where people are talking crap on each other and, I don't know, then so be it. Energy goes where focus flows, so that's all I can say. There's definitely a difference in conscious between the people still watching TV and those of us who have tuned away from it and looked into alternative narratives. Yeah, exactly, Reese, and it will be that way because we are the news now, or we are the new TV. Do you know what I mean? And people and that, but it's choice, you see, because on mainstream media, you don't have choice. It's just whatever they put on. Yeah, you've got a choice of channel 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, but they're all the same crap. Do you know what I mean? On on YouTube, for instance, you've got many people you can tune into all over the world and you can choose to watch or not watch them. This is why I say, if you don't like me, don't watch. This person that's constantly watching me, don't watch. Then you won't get triggered by what I'm doing. And if you are watching, it's because you're looking for something that's not there, trying to make something that's there, and you will see something that's there because your mind will give you something that's there. And also, maybe it's because you're getting a bit of light put into you, and the reason why you keep coming over is because you resonate. Smiling, what was really special, thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Well, to everyone that sent Sandy some love, thank you. And one of the most positive chats I ever found, a sign of your light. Oh, thank you, Ordinary Bear. But like I said, I know this because I know the true intentions that I put out for people. So, Sandy, I'm going to do something else. Hang on a minute. Right, before I go and get dressed, I'm going to give you all a bit of, give Sandy a bit of a heart healing. You ready? Well, the thing is, Danny, there's people who don't like a lot of stuff. There's people who like a stuff, but you're allowed to love the bits that you do have. Because to me, you know, people go on about in the spiritual community, and there's a lot of people who talk bullshit in the spiritual community. Oh, you can't have this and you can't have that. You can have whatever you want. It's just the greed of things. It's if you really, you know, are you buying things just because someone else has got it to look like something else? Or do you actually love the things you've got? Your house is your temple. This is your house. This is your temple. This is the temple that you're worshipping. So you are allowed to adorn it. So to me, that's all bullcrap. I don't ride with it. I went through all that. I'll probably talk about that tonight as well. Your house is your temple. Your home is your sanctuary. So if your sanctuary makes you feel good by having nothing in it, you know, like minimalistic, brilliant. If that makes you feel good, then that's what you do. If your house is, I'm not talking about over hoarding, obviously, because the energy can't move around. But if you've got a house full of objects you love, and it make when you walk home from work, when you come in from work or a hard day at work or whatever, and you're, especially with all this going on, and you come home and your home makes you feel protected, cozy, warm, happy, then that's what you do. You know, I remember going in someone's house a few years back, and I found out this person was a depressed person. And when I went in their house, I was like, oh my God. There was nothing in that house of, it was just a very, what would you call it, like very surgical. It was just, there was no personality in the home. You couldn't tell, if you went in, you couldn't tell who, like, no warmth in it. It was just very like, you could come home, sit there and think, like, if anyone gets what I'm saying, each to their own though. Really tight from the bear, I won't hurt you. Oh, Sandy, try and put in a piece of magnetic hemnite. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Well, I'm going to do you a, let's do you the bowl. Breathe into this. Up your nose, from your stomach. Hold it in for 3 or 5 seconds and then breathe out. You ready? And this is why I've brought all these in now, because I choose to, I wish to, it's fun, it's something that I've wanted to do for ages, so I don't limit myself from bringing new things in. There's a lot of other new things that are going to be coming in, as I haven't showed you the picture yet. There's going to be a lot of, oh, I don't even know where it is now, healing, where's that gone? Healing tools that I will be bringing also to my Instagram in the very, very, very near future. But I'll tell you about them nearer time. There's other stuff I'm doing and things that are coming in. And all the naysayers can hate me for that I choose to expand myself, to educate myself on different things, to invest in different things so I can move forward and help other people move forward in my life. Why the hell would I want to listen to other people so I can dim my light and stop doing what I want to do? Why would I do that? People do that. Sound is where it's like, yes, exactly. So, the thing that I bought when I'd had a bit of a couple of drinks, don't think I showed you, so everyone can get triggered by this, is, now my fella's got, I think he had 3, and he gave one away the other day, and then me was like, oh yeah, I love messing around on here and just making a bit of a tune. Ooh, I'll have to get one myself, because we did say we were going to try and like do bits together and on this thing. So, oh, it's got a pink thing, but mine's white, and I woke up and thought, oh no, I did order one. I wasn't dreaming. Are you ready? I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be a one-woman band soon or something. So maybe get ready for me playing a bit of a tune on the guitar, maybe out of tune, I don't know. I haven't got a clue, but I thought, oh well, there's a new experience, and there's something I can focus on in these times where, you know, every I can spend a bit of time on it, even if it takes me ages. Do you know what I mean? But why don't you want to experience new experiences? Why we're all in this so-called lockdown of the mind? It yeah, I'm going to be talking about this tonight anyway. The pain is not there. Oh, the pain is not there now, Sandy. Oh, is that what you're saying? Because I was saying thank you. You got a lot of love energy sent to you, a lot of healing, and it does work remotely, by the way. So, yes, and that's another thing as well. Whoop, whoop, whoop. A guitar. Oh my god, I didn't see that, but awesome. Yeah, I I put a picture of messing around on my fellas the other day, and then because I'd had a couple of drinks, which I don't normally do, so it gets me a bit tipsy. I thought, I know, with my singing bowl and my thingy, I'm gonna get a guitar, and I'm gonna get a white one because I see white as light, divine white light, like my little orbs. And then he ordered one, and I woke up in the morning because it's only a beginner's one, it's cheap, and I thought, because Finn will go on it, I thought, did I order a? I thought I didn't. I did, and I thought, oh my god, I did. But if it's what's meant to be, it's what's meant to be. It's my birthday soon, so I can see it as an early birthday present. And my birthday's got 2-2 in it. 2-2, 22, 22 divine, feminine divine, instant man. Yeah, so look out for that one. Big hearts here, spreading much good resonance. Thank you, Ordinary Bear. And thanks for all your beautiful comments, because it's an energy exchange. This is, you know, people go on about energy. The more I've learned about energy, especially over the last year, is I've seen people talking about it, but they're not actually doing what they talk about. And it's like, well, if you knew about the energy right now and what we're trying to get out, why would you be bashing people all the time? Do you know, bashing and thrashing about in your own mind, bashing and thrashing your own mind, you know. So, congrats on her. I've been out of the loop for the last year. Oh, in Middle Earth, yeah. Yeah, been about 10 months now, sweet CC. So, someone I used to know when I was about 17. But it's come back round because we've grown, you know, so bloody hell, things happen, isn't it? Or is it? So yeah, so I'm going to go now because I need to go and get washed and dressed and all that. I think I'd ran a bath as well. A bath is a really good thing to do as well, because that keeps you calm, and you do get downloads in the bath. I've talked about that before. In the shower, you remember when I said if you have a shower, you can even put your Epsom salts in the bottom of your shower, put the plug in, you know, you want your Epsom salts in. But like I said, I will be on later on tonight when I'm zooped up in a bit more energy. But before I go, I just want to do the this is one of the decks that my fellow got me for Christmas. So, animal spirit. So I'm just going to pull a random one out and see what it says. See if it comes up with anything resonating. So let's see before I go. And it's full of snow outside. It started snowing and the land is covered in snow. So, and these are new, so I'm not very in tune with these yet. So let's see. I'll tell you what I did get the other day that I opened anyway. That I did on myself the other day was an oyster, a unicorn and a camel. But the biggest one that came out was this one, because I see the unicorn energy is very divine, but the unicorn, third eye, that's what they've tried to suppress with us, ear power. So let's put them back in there. I'm just going to do a random, see what we get. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be showing some of my paintings tonight. I did show them, they look well weird at the minute. They always do before they come into creation, because they go through many stages. many processes like we do before they come into their divine full picture. So it's not going to look like anything it looks like at the minute. And there's an animal on it as well, so I guess you'll have to see. But I might do a bit more on that today, so I might be able to show you tonight. Right, we've got a cat. Whoa. We've got a hawk. A hawk. So let's see what the hawk says. Like I said, this is a new deck. Ooh, let's see what the hawk says. Hawk. It says, watchful, all-seeing. Now, the beginning of this chat I was talking about observing, because that's what we're doing. You should be observing certain stuff. Messenger of divinity. Well, what can I say? The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. They sure are. And fate does have its eyes on me and you, and it's watching what you're doing right now, your initiation that you're in. Do you hold the faith? What are you doing? Are you being good to people? Are you putting positive messages out, or are you not putting positive messages out? You know, it is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually direct your course. Boom, because I put a post up before saying, I'll find it now, if I can find my phone. Where's my phone? I know I'm being divinely directed like a lot of other people know, because I know. Let's go over to my page. This card has just come out, and what did I put up before? See, when people talk about synchronicities, it's just syncing up with you in connection. And that's what I've been talking about. And that's why people can't stand me talking about my path and what I'm bringing in and what I'm coming into. Yeah, 22, and my birthday's on the 22nd of the 2nd. Not the 22nd of the 2nd, the 20th of the 2nd, 22. Not a coincidence, and there's 22 in chat as I'm just speaking. Right. It says, an hour ago, I am here to do God's work. I know what my divine work is, do you? So, messenger. When in balance, sees clearly, intuitive. Yeah. When out of balance, sees too much, suspicious. Now, funny that, because people are very suspicious of other people, and that suspicious is out of balance. And a bit like what I was talking about earlier at the beginning of this chat, people who were suspicious of other people, who were putting out certain things. Yeah, to bring into balance, perceptive shift. And I think I did put that in my post somewhere about shifting your perspective, because that's what it's all about. And that was in the post that I put up for that person to maybe realise what they're doing, but I know they don't, is a lot of people out there don't want to shift their perspective because they're in fear. They're in fear of their ego, the getting their ego knocked, being wrong about certain situations, looking to look like something because they're scared of looking wrong, or people are going to be, oh my God, you were wrong, you know, you made a mistake, blah, 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 whatever that is. Personally, that's how I see it. You know, to get your balance, you have to, you know, shift basically in your perceptive, and a lot of people are worried about that. I don't worry about that. That's why people call me what's that energy called me, contradicting. I'm not contradicting, I move in a flow. I've said this before, something I might believe in yesterday or last year, I can let go of, and I'll move and bring different things in. People get triggered by it because it's like they want you to stay in your old stale energy. They want you to stay where you are, and they don't want you to move. So the people who are like that, who are putting that out, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and think about, why are you putting this energy out? Why are you wanting to try and put things out to people to try and get people to hold people back and hold yourself back? Why are you doing that? Where's that energy coming from? That isn't love. That's being limited. I'm limitless, so I can bring in whatever I want at any time. I could start cooking tomorrow and bring in a cooking channel on here, whatever it is I choose to do at the time. So, that was a beautiful, beautiful card, and it totally makes sense. So, you know, with what's going on. One under that just popping up was the hummingbird, and I've always loved the hummingbird. I drew a hummingbird, funny enough, in my picture the other day, and that's air as well. And we all know this resonates to earth. So let me just find that one, seeing as it was just there, poking up, saying hi. Hi, hi, hi. Let's see where that one's coming from. Do-do-do-do-do. Humming power. The noise of the hum. Are you humming? Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside, where's that gone? I'll show you the picture. Get a bit of energy off that. How beautiful. Inside the tiny hummingbird. Now, I've got a thing about hummingbirds because I actually saw a real one in France years ago, and I was amazed at how small it was. I was like, it's like a fairy. I was like, oh my God, what a beautiful little thing. Resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbirds, I feel like a hummingbird. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar. Oh, we just said about gathering, yeah, gathering your gold within. And it returns to the source daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. When you go and meditate and do your own things of joy. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, yes. Creativity, and exploring spirituality, because that's what I'm doing. You get out in nature, I'm creative, and I'm exploring my spirituality. Not anyone else's spirituality, mine, and the path that I choose to take and what I choose to bring into me with my experiences and what tools and things I want to bring in with my path. Spirit should follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savouring. When in balance, smart, curious, loves to learn. That's what I love to learn. I'm loving to learn. It's endless what you can learn. Like I said, I brought a guitar by sort of a bit of a mistake, but I'm like, well, maybe that's something else I can learn. And I'm learning about this, and there's this other thing that I want to go and learn about, and I want to learn and learn and learn, because that's what we do. And then once you've learned it, you move on and you learn something new. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. Yeah, go and take a class in something. Funny, because that's going to resonate with something I'll be showing after. Of something you want to do, belly dancing, exercising, drawing, painting, modelling, you know, model clay, model, I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do, go do it. Don't let people tell you shouldn't be doing something because it's not spiritual. Don't spend money on something because it's not spiritual. To them people, sorry, but you know, there's still all this shittiness that goes around in the spiritual community of what you should and shouldn't be doing. You're your own guru. Said this before, and we're here to master our realm of consciousness. Basically, your mindset. You're here to master your mindset. So your emotions don't run off with you. You're allowed to feel them, but they don't run off with you. And you're not tapping into other people's energy that's flying about in the ether and other things going on. You know who you are, and you know they're not your thoughts, and that's where people get mixed up. And they don't look at people around them, because that's one of the things, you should be looking at the people around you. Never mind what you think people are saying. Yeah, popcorn and grapefruits today, yeah. So, I'm going to go. I don't think there's any... Oh, hang on. She says, I'm going, I don't think there's any cards up here, but there is, because there's that over there. So, because we're talking a bit of light, I'll go and get my light decks. Oh, and I didn't come on last night at 9 because I'd already put that video out. It was from the other day that never downloaded, and we got it to download, so that's why I didn't. Oh, the cards that I pulled out last night were light beings. Light beings. Now, I don't know if you can see the face there. Consciousness coming to us. And we've got let your light shine. That's what I'm talking about. Let your light shine. It's your light within you. Do what you need to do to let that shine. Don't let anyone tell you or bring you down. And when you do that, you'll have your own insight. And that's number 13, which they put out as a bad number, but it isn't. So I'm just going to do one for you lot before I go. Have a bit of light. Thank you, Dolly, and all your healing friends. This was very special for me tonight. Thank you for coming in, and I hope, you know, you're a bit pain-free for today. And keep telling yourself that you're well. And come join us tonight. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, because they do unsubscribe people. We know that. And yeah, if you resonate, you'll come, you know, this is what I mean. People resonate with the people they resonate with. They don't need to be told that somebody is something or to go to somewhere, you know, like other channels do, trying to tell people something. People resonate with people because like attracts like. So that's why it doesn't bother me. I attract the right people to my channel. I don't want the wrong sort of people here, so that's fine. You know, each to their own. You resonate with the frequency that you are. But like I said, I will be going over this in a bit more depth later on tonight. So, get a card out. Let's see what jumps out. We've got two. We've got alignment. Well, that's funny. I don't know what's behind the other one. Alignment, you should be aligning your energies, your chakras, your thoughts and your feelings with what it is that you do believe in, and the people around you should be lining up with it, aligning up with everything. People around you are negative, then you should be cutting them out, even if they come back in a while, maybe when they've sorted themselves out. But you should be aligning up, you know, with everything that you love to do, because that's the only way you're going to raise your vibrations. Oh, whispers, that's funny, because I did put on my comment about people whispering about other people. This person who tries to whisper about me, you know, there are whispers from the divine. You hear them very quietly. That's what this is saying. But there are also whispers out there of whispers of entities that try to whisper in people's ear. And that comes from a lot of people that are around you. So that's why I say you have to be careful. Because at the end of the day, people who judge others without meeting them personally in the flesh don't know anything about that person. It's a bit like Trump when someone said something about people go off the news so they hate him because the news said if they actually met the man in real life, I think they'd understand that he is a nice man. And that goes for other people. I've done it in the past where you think someone's something because someone told you something and you're meeting them and you're like, they're not what the person said. They might be to that person, but you don't know anyone unless you've met them personally. And that's why that sort of energy I was talking about early on doesn't bother me, because I don't personally know this person. They don't personally know me. So really, they don't know nothing. You know? So, yes. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. And it was a positive chat. Some people might take it the other way, but that's up to them. You know, people keep pushing things, then they're going to get a little bit of a response. Not a reaction, because I'm not mad about anything, just a response. But I can't help it if people want to try and find, let's say, some sort of attention for the channel, and the only way they can do it is by trying to get attention by being negative, because there's a lot of people that love negativity. They love being in a victim state mentality, and they love what comes with all the negative because they get attention from it, of people, you know, like, oh, I hope you're okay, and all that, you know, victim state mentality. To me, that's not healing. It's not helping anybody. It's not helping the person either. It's just helping them to carry on with the way they are and thinking that's the right way to be. A little bit like mainstream media, you know. That's where the new sound healing. That's where the new sound healing will help those whispers of low vibration jumps in. Yeah, you know, people will come to it in the end, even the ones that are lost. They're just lost souls. It is like the cartoon Soul that we were talking about the other week. There are lost souls, you know, like I said, that get too much into if you get too much into your own, like I said, both realms have to be balanced. You can't be in one all the time and not the other. And you can't be in the physical all the time and not be on your spiritual path. But you can't always be over there, because you reside in both. I can reside in both. I'm a fish, I'm a Pisces. It's a bit like, I'll go over here for a bit and then I'll come down here a bit. Because obviously you have to be in the mundane. You won't get things done, but it's the way you do it. It's the way you do it. It's the way you merge both together. So there's a lot of people who still don't understand that, because they think they're going off to another planet and God knows what, and they want to get off this realm because it's awful. And no, it's only awful because you make it awful. It's only awful because you choose for it to be awful, because you will not take responsibility for what's happening in your realm. Like the guitars do when the tuning, you'll tune the, yeah, exactly, thanks. So And that's just gone now out of my head what I was going to say. So the 17-inch chat, which is just making me laugh. So I'm going to go now and go and get ready for the day. I've got a bit of painting to do, tidying up and all that sort of stuff. Letting the fresh energy in, as Mark Bajinsky would say. I watched a bit of Mark before I went to bed. He's a really great uplifting channel. But I've always said that you should be opening your windows. He said the other day about, you open your windows. I've always done that, even when it's cold and snowy, because it's quite fresh outside. You're opening your windows to let the stale energy out. You let the light in your house because that's cleansing. And that's a good way. And Finn's coming now, so I will see you tonight at some point at some time. So yeah. Oh man, I've been missing out on this. There hasn't been any here. There has been in other people's stuff. You know what I mean? We haven't had any here, but yeah. But I will be talking tonight. So catch you all tonight. Bye. All right, get on.